Welcome back to Vorpal Tales Cyberpunk Red Campaign in the Image of Humanity Born. I am Eric Maroon Recluse on Twitter, your game master for this awesome adventure. We are Vorpal Tales, and we play a wide assortment of games 7 days a week that fall into two categories: Awesome Adventures and Terrifying Tales. Awesome Adventures air typically on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Terrifying Tales on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So be sure to check the calendar on our website, vorpaltales.com, to stay up to date with all of our shows. Vorpal Tales is sponsored in part by Wales Whiskey, Large Marge's Donut Barn, and Carmichael's Cremations. Carmichael's has served the residents of Night City for over 100 years with their burial and cremation services. With over 7,000 violent deaths in Night City a year and climbing, you and your loved ones deserve an afterlife plan. Come to their offices on 5th and Stuyvesant in downtown for a free quote. Try their new salad bar. And don't forget to pick up your copy of Cyberpunk Red, available now in PDF exclusively on DriveThruRPG, and physical copy at talsorianstore.com and your local gaming store. While you're on DriveThruRPG, check out some of our very own Vorpal Tales supplements for sale, which include characters, monsters, and scenarios made for some of the games we play weekly. Remember to follow our Talsorian Games on Twitter and Vorpal Tales on Twitch. Visit our website and find the link to join our Discord. We are on most major social media outlets, including YouTube, where you can catch up on previous episodes. So remember to follow, subscribe, and hit the bell to get all the updates. We want to thank all Talsorian Games for providing support for this game, and Tyler's brother at Nate Mid for the super awesome character sheets he makes for our games. And a special shout out goes out to Karl Casey at White Bat Audio for the awesome beats you're hearing right now. Check out the playlist on YouTube. And also, we want to thank Astral Virtual Tabletop for providing a great platform, perfect for hosting most of our games and providing excellent music for us to play. As always, we would like to give a big thanks to our Patreons, and as they help us to grow into the future. Be sure to check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/vorpaltales to find out how you too can be awesome and support what we do. And last but certainly not least, thank you, our viewers and fans, for tuning in. Edge Runners, tell the good people who you are, where they can find you online, and who you will be playing this evening. Let's begin with Sean.
Hey there, Internet. I am at Space Lord PJs. I will be playing the Nomad named Nomad. What?
And Ever?
Hey everybody, I'm Ever. My pronouns are they, them, and tonight I will be playing Vector, whose pronouns are also they, them. You can find me all over the internet as Changeling Ever, and on Etsy at Neat & Co Designs, as in, hey Ever, that's a really neat visor you've got. Oh, what a coincidence, I got it from Etsy.
Michelle?
Hi, my name's Michelle Sealight. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle Sealight. I'm she, her, and I'm playing Candy, the corporate executive med tech. Also she, her.
And Steve?
That's me. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve. You can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade. Tonight I will be playing Tara, our group's tech builder man. My pronouns are he, him. Tara's pronouns are he, him.
Last but not least, Tyler?
I'm Eldritch Echoes Online, and I will be playing Rift, Overwatch, and Netrunner.
Right. Well, just as a quick recap, in the previous episode, Candy spoke with Inspector Schottky within Enrique Haas's recovery room at Crisis Medical Center and learned that the Heideggers have been targeting the team after what had happened at the Horizon ILS weeks prior. They did this by stealing millions belonging to Yokono Corporation and depositing much of it into Candy's account. The intent, the inspector claimed, was to implicate her and her team in the theft of these Eurodollars. Retaliation for killing their soldiers and foiling their plans of exterminating Mithras and their cult. Running into roadblocks into his investigation of the group, Schottky began to suspect that the Heideggers had infiltrated the leadership of both the Turing Agency and the NCPD. Through other contacts, he had learned of a facility on the south side of Night City that the Heideggers were suspected of utilizing for recent operations. Schottky petitioned Candy and her team with the opportunity to hit the Heideggers where they lived and infiltrate their facility and bring back any useful intel that they could aid his investigation. Candy politely declined, but asked for the inspector's digital contact information, which she received on her agent. With that, Schottky adjourned his meeting with Haas and left the room. Thinking she had relayed the conversation over to from her comms to her team, Candy realized that Haas's room had acted as a sort of a Faraday cage, blocking any information from coming or going out. She proceeded to fill Haas in as to what happened the weeks following his arrest. The former Yokono engineer was unaware that the Heideggers had somehow obtained advanced information about Mithras and the others' location and had attempted to destroy them. He revealed instead how Cyrus Jones sought him. Oh, sorry. He revealed instead how Cyrus Jones sought him out after being admitted to crisis. Seeing that the former rent-a-cop legitimately wanted to aid Mithras, he pointed him towards the Horizon ILS. In a moment of solemn reflection, Candy told Haas that Jones had died saving her life and others at Horizon. Haas bade her farewell for now and warned her to watch her back. Meeting back up with the gang, Candy explained that what she could before her agent was called by an unknown number. Someone named Amber from Medicorp was calling to establish contact with her as part of a major business venture between them and her clinic. Apparently, after the Kurz episode aired weeks back, Candy became an instant celebrity. Medicorp was obviously interested in using this to their advantage. Candy proceeded to pretend to be an automated message prompt and allowed Amber to leave a message at the beep. Proceeding to the arcade in Chinatown in search of clues as to the whereabouts of the missing suitcase with the biometric lock. The team spotted an area where patrons ascended to an upper floor that was surmised as being Mr. Voodoo's sex parlor. Making their way through the throng of punks and kids enjoying the retro arcade, Cyanide and Nomad engaged 2 Yakuza guards and convinced them to be let in to talk biz with Mr. Voodoo, who they claimed was not there. After meeting a maitre d' that was more machine than human, Terra, Nomad, Cyanide, and Vector were led into the confines of Mr. Voodoo's personal office. Inside, 3 geisha and 2 Yakuza bodyguards awaited while Mr. Voodoo stood staring out a window behind his desk. Meanwhile, Rift kept a close eye on Candy down in the arcade as she destroyed the top score of Candy Crush and used the tokens she won to purchase everyone's small little knickknacks and old Pokemon plushes from the token vendor. Nomad and Cyanide announced themselves to Mr. V, who informed them that their reputations preceded them. When Nomad alleged that Voodoo's people had something to do with his car, the trafficker realized he was speaking with the only Nomad called the Nomad. The very same Nomad who had his car broken into in order to retrieve a very important piece of luggage for the Nomura family. Thanking the team for walking into their deaths, he gave the order for his people to eliminate them and discontinued the hollow system that projected his image. As the fighting ensued, Vector suffered broken ribs, and Cyanide was cut near to ribbons by 2 geisha razor girls. The duo finished off some of their respective targets while Terra ran out into the hallway after having his arm shattered by a katana-wielding Yakuza. Rift, realizing there was trouble, opened fire on the 2 guards in the arcade and proceeded to buy himself and Candy some time by hitting them with a flashbang. The Netrunner narrowly avoided being shot by using the arcade cases as cover, but lamented the loss of classic Donkey Kong. Candy helped to direct the young kids and punks safely out of the arcade as the fire began to fly. Nomad searched Voodoo's desk during the chaos and found the biometrically locked suitcase still waiting for retrieval by Nomura family agents. He then fired and killed one of the geisha girls before leaping out of a large window, sustaining cuts and narrowly avoiding broken legs from the fall. Candy made her way upstairs and saw many of the clients and sex workers at the parlor were being trapped inside their rooms as part of the security lockdown. In a hallway outside of the office, Terra was peppered with small arms fired by 1 Yak enforcer, while the one who shattered his arm attempted to grapple. The other attempted to shiv the tech with a butterfly knife, but only succeeded in stabbing his ally. Using that moment to escape the grapple, Terra ran into the security room down the hall and forced the Netrunner there at gunpoint to lock the door behind him and get Voodoo on the line. After having examined the wiring in the building, Terra had figured out how to cause a massive electrical blowout that would cause the fire large enough to destroy the entire arcade. Voodoo called his bluff, causing Terra to hit a switch that caused the downstairs arcade to spark and burn. After a long silence, Mr. V relented and gave the order to allow the team to leave with the briefcase. With the fire alarm protocols active, all doors became unlocked, allowing the clients and the sex workers to escape as the fire blazed below, belching smoke into the upper floors. The team took this moment to exit via the emergency fire stairwell as well, jumped into their respective vehicles, and drive away from the inferno before the NCPD could arrive. Welcome back to Night City. So, after that very long intro, I hope everybody is on the same page, at least as far as like where we left off. You left the arcade, as it were, in a smoking ruin, and you were driving away as quickly as you could in the wake of the sirens that are making their way towards that location. Candy did manage to patch up Terra and Vector, although a large majority of you sustained some pretty serious wounds, as it were. Nomad's driving the Firebird. I'm not sure who would be driving the van, though. Would that be you, Rift?
I don't drive.
It's
You don't
normally
drive?
me, but I have a broken arm. So are we saying
Cyanide will volunteer then to drive the
Okay.
van while you all are in the back and Candy is tending to you.
Okay.
Everybody sort of looks to Nomad for directions as to where to go now that things have officially hit the fan, and now that you have the biometrically locked suitcase, which you came all this way for.
Seems like it might be smart to go back to the auto vac.
It's way out there. That's a couple hours away.
Right.
Did you want to make the trek now?
Yeah, but that's home.
Yeah, nobody's gonna fucking touch us there.
It's gonna take quite a bit of time. You all left the arcade sometime. What time would that be exactly? Probably in the early evening. So it'll probably take you several hours to get to the ILS, because that's, way northwest of Night City towards the coast.
You in a hurry?
Just, they were hurt and they were bleeding, some of them. So I don't know. I guess it would be up to either
Candy
it would be
stabilized
Nomad's
them.
call, or unless Candy had objections to moving the wounded.
I have a question.
Mm.
Does anybody have duct tape?
I have band-aids and medical tape and pink heart-shaped duct tape.
Sounds like we're good. We can make a 2-hour drive.
It's performing surgery or anything like that to permanently get rid of the serious injuries, or the critical injuries rather, that Terra and Vector have at the moment. It's not going to work in this particular environment. You need to be in like a stable place and not like trying to perform surgery like this.
Yakuza are after us. We should take them unless they're not stable, Candy.
I just won't be able to help them until we're someplace that's stable.
They're treated for now, but like that only works for the next 24 hours or so. Around this time tomorrow, Terra's not going to be able to use his arm.
I am going to need to, once we get where we're going, I am going to need to like have a place. Is it okay if I make a phone call on the way?
I mean, it's your phone.
I just wanted to make sure it would be okay if I called them back. Because, I need to call Amber back.
Amber.
Amber.
Yeah, you all remember that little short phone call that she had received back at the Crisis Medical, and she put it on. You remember it because she put it on speakerphone, and so you heard the whole sort of conversation. You call her back while you're in the back of the van.
It's a long drive, right, Vector, right? Terra, wow, Nomad.
Yeah. About 2 hours.
Excellent.
You'll be driving well into the evening, going
Excellent. The LEDs in my eyes go out, and I jack into Skyrim 27 on my deck.
It's so strange that they've re-released that game so many times.
It's the same game, like for 40 years. All right, so you call Amber back at that number that she gave you. Oh, hello, Mr. Nathy. You finally decided to give us a call back. It's good to hear from you. How are you today?
It's Dr. Trinathi?
Doctor, excuse me.
Yes. I didn't go to medical school for nothing. I heard you were having trouble with my automated voice messaging system. Like, it's been messed up ever since I had to go on an outing. It's been messing up lately.
Well, it's all right. We were just trying to get in contact because we were very interested in starting a new partnership with you. It's very centric to what you wanted to do. You wanted to create, as I understand, you ran that clinic for quite some time. Of course, nobody was interested in that little piece of real estate, not in that neighborhood anyway. But ever since the Kurz episode dropped, I mean, it's undeniable how popular you've become just on the local data pools, to say nothing of the international acclaim. Tell me, how interested would you be in signing a contract with us? We're interested in potentially purchasing the clinic and expanding it. Would that be something that interests you?
You mean investing in my clinic? Because
Of course, yes.
Candy Corp is very near and dear to my heart. I'm not selling the name to anyone. I'm not selling my brand to anyone. But
Nor would we want you to.
I'm always interested in talking investments or grants or potential partnerships. But outright selling Candy Corp and my proprietary.
Oh no,
Marketing?
not at all. We were thinking of doing a rebranding if you would allow us the opportunity. When we have the resources, we can definitely do that. We were actually more interested in expanding the clinic from where it is right now, turn it into a center. Would that be something you would be interested in?
When you say that, do you mean sort of putting me in an umbrella?
Umbrella is a very strange word for it, because ultimately you would be the face of Candy Corps, and we would be using our resources, our considerable resources in Metacore, to expand on what you've already created. It would still, of course, be our intellectual property, but we would be providing the assistance to expand and to capitalize on your current image.
If you could send me over a electronic file of this so I can review it and review it with my people.
Of course, anytime you're ready. You see, like you're just like incoming.
Yes, that way I can have a chance to review it over, because this project, Candy Corp, is very near and dear to me. It's more of a passion project than it is about making money.
Of course it is. And let me tell you, while we're on the subject of passion, there is quite a bit of excitement, a buzz all over the data pool for yourself and Cyanide. I understand you two worked together for some time for that Kurz episode. And they are, I mean, everybody's just totally excited to have you on board. I can't tell you how eager everybody is to have Candy Corps be a part of Metacore.
But yes, that will definitely have to be something I would have to go over. Bureaucracy, logistics, all that.
Of course.
All the fancy.
Anytime you're ready, I'll be happy to meet with you, and I'll bring along our legal and our promotional team, and they'll show you what we have in store.
Okay. But yes, I'll go ahead and I will review it. I'm currently in transit right now, so I won't be able to respond to you right away. But I'll let you know. I'll get back to you.
Excellent. Thank you so much for returning my call.
Thank you so much for being so patient with me. Like I said, been in and out of the city.
Totally understandable. Well, I'll talk to you soon.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Everybody in the back of the... You see Simon's like, are you okay?
Corpos, right?
Yeah. First of all, I didn't go to medical school to be called Miss Trinathi.
You have a last name?
Yeah, Trinathi.
This is news to me.
Since
Does that
when?
mean we can just call you Trin now?
No, you call me Candy.
Damn. This Trin's cool. I'm gonna call you Trin, Tara.
Right now, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't go.
My arm hurts too bad to give a shit about that right now.
If you want, I could press on the nerve and help you flip them off.
You hear a giggle over the comms, and the Firebird just sort of
I'm okay.
swerves.
I'm good. I'm good, Candy.
Okay, just
Jay has to
Can
take
flip me
over. He's
off
like,
on his own.
I got a whole second one here. It's okay.
Right, see? Trin's got this.
Dave's like, Nomad, are you all right? I'm having to course correct for your trajectory.
Yeah, that just kind of came out of nowhere.
But yeah,
Wait.
they
does Riff say this while just playing the game?
Yeah, his hands are moving weirdly. And his eyes are off.
It's awesome.
Great.
You were saying, Candy?
yeah, cuz you know I just they want to use me as the face. They're trying to use the fact that I was on TV and that I'm president of the Cyanide fan club as a face. They want me to be a postage stamp while they profit off of my technological and medical genius.
Sounds like
Would
a lot
you
of money
also
that you could
profit?
just, yeah, like if you're profiting.
Yeah, what if you run the corp?
Sorry, Sean.
I
Yeah.
do run Candy Corp. Candy Corp, making life sweeter for you.
But as an official
Got-
corporation,
got a
you
jingle
have
and
control
everything.
Of your own stuff.
I mean, I've always been in control of my own stuff because I've had the clinic.
I feel like you could let capitalism do capitalism, then turn that capitalism into some good with all that money you're going to be making.
I mean, you guys, I did get sent a copy of the contract to my agent for review. Hopefully they wrote Dr. Trinassi, because if they didn't, that's gonna get redlined right away.
Mm.
Like I said, I didn't go to college, I didn't go to medical school to be called Miss.
Who's got the suitcase?
Oh,
Nomad.
Nomad would
What?
not let that out of his car. You have to pry it from his
Nomad
cold, dead
jumped
hands.
out of a fucking window for that briefcase.
He's driving
Just
with one
check.
hand, the other hand is holding onto that goddamn suitcase.
Plus, I
Um,
don't think the rest of us want that suitcase.
Before we move on, like the moment with Candy, like Tara would be like, it might be the arm or shock or whatever medicine you've given me, Candy, but do you really want to get in with more corpos and get into that world?
I mean, it's kind of the world I've always been a part of. Like,
If you avoid the system, you can't use the system. And if you avoid the system will never change. If you separate yourself from it, then what good are you doing?
I mean, like, my parents were corpos working for a different corporation. I grew up around.
See Cyanide speak up. She's like, well, you know the system inside out already, don't you?
Kind of.
Who else to better navigate that?
Well, I'll definitely review the contract over the car ride, cause
She's like, yeah, I mean, I work for a corp. I mean, we all do dirty work for the corps. I have to deal with them all the time. I'm getting messages day and night from these people.
yeah, but
so.
your manager's also a jerk.
I mean, that goes for most of them.
Yeah, but
Have you ever met a nice manager before?
I'm a nice manager.
It's like dodging traffic.
Anyway,
Candy, I think you can build this thing up from the bottom up on your own. You got the personality, knowledge, and you got the number one thing, the product. Fuck corpos. I'm running from them forever, alright?
I
They're
mean,
no
I
good.
do need to figure out a way to enhance my product so it can be taken, like, sort of like how people can inject their own EpiPens. Because if, like, my medicine's administered improperly, it can lead to damages, which is why only a qualified med tech should be using them. But
I lean into Candy and I'm like, Trin's philosophy is how Trin is getting killed by a bunch of people he owes money to. You need capital.
I'm gonna pretend I understood any of what you just said.
I
With enough
apologize.
business
I'm just-
skill as you have, you probably understand everything he just said and then some.
All right.
Yeah, but Candy isn't gonna admit that. So, I'll review the contract on the way there. Tara, make sure to keep that arm bent at that angle I've got you at.
They didn't actually send you the full paperwork. They just sent you like the contact information, kind of like an overview. They want to actually meet in person and like show you the forms and everything like that, and go over things like they said with legal and PR and so on.
Who would want to go? Would anyone want to go with me to this meeting?
You can set it up whenever
Sure.
you want. There's no time.
Like once everyone's feeling better.
I'll go.
That might be in like 24 to 48 hours.
I feel like at least 2 of us should go with you, because if we don't, something's gonna try to kill you.
Like,
And
when
I'd rather-
has that ever happened?
Yesterday. So how about if Vector and I go with you?
Okay.
I'll stab them before they can stab you.
Okay.
See, Vector gets it.
When we get there, I'm gonna go patch everyone up because I do have some of the supplies I need. Hopefully, it'll be enough, but I'm gonna do my best. Isn't that right, Mr. Fluffykins? Isn't that right?
You start heading out of the city, Nomad. You and Sinai take the van out. And, it's going to be several hours before you get to the ILS. Jay informs you on the way over there, like, we're going to need to require to stop for some time to refuel. We're going to make I'm assuming you punch in like the coordinates on the GPS, or you tell him like, hey, take us there, etc. And he's like, calculating. He's like, we're going to need to stop to replenish gasoline for the car, Nomad. Did you want to stop by the garage by your Vorpal family?
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the safest place. Also, Nomad, Jay, aren't you like nuclear powered now? Did we not do that yet? I feel like
I do not have an alternate power source.
Huh, we're gonna have to fix that. Can you fly? I feel like you should fly too. Do you want to fly? Flying would be cool.
I don't.
From the back seat, if you accelerate fast enough towards the cliff.
I currently
Or
do
a
not
ramp.
know if I wish to fly or not. And he's like, I'm currently trying to get used to this new chassis. Would you like me to fly, Nomad?
I mean, I don't understand why you're asking that question. The answer is yes.
I see.
If we do stop for fuel, does anyone want snacks?
Always get snacks.
Always.
I mean, it's my
Okay.
people. The snacks are probably going to be like grilled lizard, but delicious.
You eat better food than that. I mean,
Dude.
it's not Fallout 76 or something like that. Like, it's
They marinate,
Actually,
okay? At least 6
the
hours.
Nomads run shit in the red. Like, as you drive out into the Badlands, it's the permanent red sky overhead. Like, it's like that blood rain falling. But at the end of the day, like, the Nomads are the ones that, despite the fact that all the supply lines are disconnected because of everything after the crash, they're still the ones who are maintaining all the supplies and stuff. So they have all sorts of stuff that most people can't get anyway. So there's a very intricate relationship there between the Nomads and the Fixers, and you kind of bridged both those worlds. So yeah, you can absolutely stop by and eat like real food if you want to. If you want to stop by the camp, as it were.
Fine,
Eric
pancakes
really
it is.
wants us to stay in the city, so we should not do that.
No,
Right.
no. By all means, head back to the ILS. It'll be fun.
Huh. All right, let's go get pancakes with the Nomads and then see what shit's getting thrown at us.
Do you still have the mech in the city though? Do you want to like start moving that towards the ILS?
Yeah, we gotta
like,
find
to
out
get your
some way to
Vorpal
like
crew
move that
pick it up?
thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
We gotta
It's
figure
in
out
a
some way to
container, so
start
you just
using
need to
that.
send somebody out there in a rig and like they'll drive. You can contact your buddy Lobo, and he can tow it back up and take it back to the ILS. He'll need instructions though because nobody drives out there.
I would have him like link up with us, and then we'll escort him because I'm not about
All
to
right.
start giving those coordinates out to just randos.
Sure.
if it
you
is
put up the
Lobo.
word before you leave the city, so he's like, "All right, boss, I'll meet you there."
All right.
He probably gets there later in the evening because he's out and about transporting goods and such. But when you pull into the Nomad camp, like there's a pretty big throng of people there. The adjuster, the guy who yelled at you the last time for when your people got shot by the Yakuza,
Mm-hmm.
he's nowhere to be seen. currently.
Okay.
But you see a lot of people recognize the purple Firebird and the battle van driving in, so some of them like wave you down. And one guy comes up. It's dark. It's pitch black outside. He comes up and he knocks on the door while the blood rain's falling. He's got his poncho on. He's like, "Hey, boss, park over there." He points to like a series of like vehicles that are parked out front of a large, probably like 3-story motel. Is just kind of sitting out there in the Badlands.
Okay.
Yeah, we're setting up shop over here for right now. Come on in.
I'll do
Get
that.
out of the rain.
Yeah, we'll
You see,
park,
like,
and I'll sit there for a minute just to sort of see if anything happens. Sort of ask Jay to like, could you do a random simple scan? Just feeling a little paranoid.
He's like, I apologize, Nomad, but you have not currently outfitted me with any such technology that allows me to scan the immediate area.
I don't know.
However, I think I can safely say that I could be excited about having such capabilities.
All right. You know what? I will spend the points apparently to get you up. Jesus.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Let's see. You see, you're kind of thinking about just stuff in general while you're sitting there in the car and the blood rain's falling outside. You are in agony. Like, you haven't been hurt like this in a long time. You're just like, ow, 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 ow. Most of you, not all of you, but most of you are like getting out of the van, getting out of the car, like, ugh. And when other nomads see you, it's like, holy shit, where the fuck did you come from?
Out a window.
Oh,
We just went down to the arcade is all.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun.
You see the other guard with the poncho was like, huh, sounds like fun. It's like, we got a treatment center up over here and right next to the motel on the bottom floor. I was like, go check it out. It's like, if you need a triage, and he points you the way.
Cool. Would you guys like me to try to patch you up now?
Right, meow.
Oh,
Right, meow?
no.
That might be perfect.
Vector, when you're all getting out of the van, what goes through your mind as, you know, you've now lost your parents, the former sensei, and your students, and you almost lost your sort of adopted foster brother?
Vector is feeling
Things again?
feeling some things. They're not quite sure what these things are. But when they look down, they found that their fingers are digging into their fist. Like that. So they're like, yeah, nail prints. And they just slowly release their hand and go, huh. I have a lot to think about. To no one in particular, just out loud, so anyone can hear them, but...
Well, Vector, we should get you patched up and then we can talk, because the first step to a healthy recovery is a healthy mind.
I don't know about talking, but I feel so lost all of a sudden. As if I don't have a guiding voice to tell me what to do next or how to roll.
You know, sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches, stall for time until a good answer hits you.
Yes, stalling. That makes sense.
I mean, besides, we're all friends here.
Suddenly a cruise missile. Everyone roll a d10.
Wait, what?
No.
I'm the official backup GM, and I say Trin gets hit with the missile.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna use Flurry of Nopes.
Oh, god damn it, Eric.
Now I realize he actually dropped.
I was reading about car shit.
Bear with us for just a moment, guys. Just a small technical issue. We're gonna play through this.
We can just keep
Gremlins ate our
role-playing.
DM.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure any surgery roll I make right now is an auto success unless I miraculously roll a 1 because
say,
I have plus 14 to any of my paramedics.
Jeez, isn't that over the required roll to fix an injury?
I think so.
I believe
but
it is
I'm still gonna roll
If
for
you
the
roll a 1, you got to subtract.
Yeah, because you have to
Yeah.
subtract.
Yeah.
So, I figured at least me and Victor, speak for yourself if that's not the case, but we would make our way to the triage tent for Candy to fix us up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, let's take a look here at your arm.
You do Vector first. Their ribs are more important. I'll get by with one arm.
Oh, you mean Vector doesn't normally have ribs that bend that way?
Not normally, no.
So, Vector, do you want me to give you any sort of medicine to numb do you want me to apply any sort of medicine? Do you need anything to help you go through this? Because I might have to realign your ribs, and that
The
might...
numbing, the time for numbing is past.
Okay, you're at the depression stage of the 5 stages of grief.
Oh.
I know, right? Right, Cyrus? I know.
Oh, comms are back.
Sorry about that, folks.
Comms are back. Overwatch is alive.
Okay. Sorry, gremlins attacked.
That is okay.
That's only on Wednesdays.
We were role playing. We were stalling.
Yeah, we are. Me, Candy, and Vector are in the triage tent, working through our injuries.
I was about to re-break and realign Vector's ribs.
Yes,
Oh, that
and
sounds
Vector
lovely.
opted for no pain medication because they're already in pain.
And Candy's like, you're going through the depression of the 5 stages of grief.
Oh. Okay, how did Vector take that?
No.
Vector.
Accurate, okay. So you all head to the triage and you do what you can for them, Candy.
Yep, I'm gonna
This
roll
is
my...
a little bit better. You can actually... You're all exhausted, obviously, but you can actually use the equipment that's here and what the setup that they have, and you can perform a more permanent solution for their critical injuries that will remove them permanently.
Cool. I'm gonna make my paramedic roll.
Yes, you can. I believe for this one, you can roll paramedic.
I want to roll paramedic.
All right. Let's see here.
19.
Perfect.
And for Tara. Another 19.
Oh!
That's more than enough. Most of the highest is like a 17, so you've killed both of them already. You just destroyed.
Oh no! I murdered them.
Ah! It's now for each one. It's gonna take 4 hours. It's already nighttime out here. It's probably gonna take you the rest of the night, which means you're gonna be working into the wee hours of the morning. If
Gonna pop a blue lollipop.
Back to back, yeah.
I'm gonna pop a blue lollipop so I can stay up without getting tired.
There we go.
And she's gonna be like,
These small hours of the morning.
okay,
Yes.
Vector, I've gotta try to realign your rib here. It might hurt a little bit.
Ow.
Just gonna...
Ahoy.
Oh, sorry, that tickled.
And but yeah, it looks like you're all set to make a full recovery.
Excellent. You are absolutely irreplaceable on this team.
The quick fix will usually only just takes a minute. So Nomad, did you want to go into the triage yourself to get patched up, so you don't take -2 to everything that you do until you manage to get back up beyond?
Nomad's gonna sit for a really long time and then maybe fall asleep and take a short 15-minute nap, and then eventually get into there. but that suitcase is literally not leaving his grip.
Sure.
I'll take care of you as soon as I'm done with the patients that need it more.
That's cool. Just I need to get.
Yeah,
to the garage.
Nomad, piss off.
What?
All right.
You need to
Fine.
keep your arm held in that position.
Can we? I got it. It just.
I'm like, yeah, that's a good one, Tara. Smack.
I was about to say, I slapped Tara with the suitcase.
On the bad arm.
Rift, Nomad, I will pick you both out of here.
Really?
Okay. Adrenaline of the situation is running off. This actually hurts really bad.
Yeah. Both
Okay,
of you cut it out.
Cut it out. Give me some scissors.
I swear.
You guys are being so catty right now, and I don't know how to deal with this.
You see some of the people that are there. One lady who's Asian woman, and she's like in like a full smock suit, like scrubs, and like she's got wires and different pieces of equipment attached to her. She's like running tests off of she's diagnosing these old pieces of equipment that are there. She just kind of looks over her shoulder after at all the back and forth and kind of shakes her head, and she gets a moment. She's like, "Are they always like this?"
Yes.
Mm.
They make it so hard to work.
It's like, my name's Jenna. I'm one of the med techs out here for the Warple family. Welcome aboard. She introduces herself to you.
Hi, I'm Candy.
Nice to meet you, Candy. What happened to you all?
It's a long story.
Oh, okay, I understand.
But yeah, I think that Vector here is gonna make a full recovery. We won't be. I swear to God, if Rift was already putting want ads out for another solo, no.
What? It's only logical.
No, it's
Nomad
not.
closes his agent.
Click.
Drift is standing right next to you, and if you glance over, you would notice no, but he might be setting up a help wanted ad for a technician.
Okay, Tara,
Yes.
you might want to hold on to your stuffed animal pretty tightly.
It's gonna be rough.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll be okay. It's fine. It's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do it at the count of 3.
Okay, all right. Go. I'm
One.
okay.
Two. And she doesn't
Jenna's just like,
She doesn't go to 3. She just goes 1, 2.
click. Jenna adjusts like the headsets that she has on. She just gets back to work. She's trying to block all this noise out.
Okay, that's popped back into place. Don't
After
worry,
you,
it'll feel better. It'll feel better before it feels worse.
after Vector gets treated.
Wait, so it's guaranteed to feel worse again?
No. You guys are awful. You guys are just so awful to each other.
It happens.
Okay.
I know. I'm so terrible to everyone in this crew. All I did was save us and get us out of the arcade. I know.
Okay. And let's
Mr.
see
Can't
here.
do side missions.
Can you feel this, Tara? Tap tap.
Ow! Ow!
Okay.
No.
It looks like
Nope.
you have some.
Feel nothing. I'm good.
It looks like you have some internal bruising, potential sprains. It's a bit of minor damage. And she's gonna gently feel up the length of his arm. It doesn't feel like there's any ligament damage or muscle tissue damage. So
He was lucky in that it didn't slice into his arm. It just shattered a bone in his arm.
Yeah, dog. Because remember, I did get hit with a damn katana. So
I'm diagnosing everything.
I understand.
Very lucky.
I feel lucky. Real lucky.
Okay, so she's gonna take out some pink. She's gonna take out the material to make a quick cast, and it's bright neon pink.
Nice.
Text to Nomad. I'm gonna start calling him Robert because he's such a downy.
And she's gonna gently wrap it up, and she's like, you just need to hold this in place for a few hours while the medicine is going to be distributed through your body to help heal up the bone damage. The reason why it hurt was because I had to realign it, because you don't want it reattaching properly, because that means I'm going to have to break it again.
Sure, What if we just replace it with a mechanical arm?
I swear to God, if after I just took care of this and spent my time and my energy, and you just chop it off and replace it with a mechanical arm, I will be very disappointed in you.
It's not a completely lost arm.
You shouldn't upset Candy while I'm sending you pictures of cyber arms to your phone, Tara.
Okay, so you should be able to move it. You just won't be able to move it in a way that's going to unalign the brake.
Okay, all right. So got it.
Mm-hmm.
Limited movement
for
the next few days. Okay, I appreciate.
It should
Candy?
only take a matter of less than 24 hours.
Oh. Candy?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You want to know how you can thank me?
Be less catty.
I had an idea.
I say thank you usually.
I have an idea, and I was hoping you might be able to help me with it.
Okay, just remember that whatever you ask me to do, I have limited movement in my left arm.
You can wait.
Doctor's orders. I don't move my arm.
So, once everything's all better, do you think you could make me a pair of gloves that can send electromagnetic pulses through the human body in case something bad happens to me?
Just in case.
Pair of gloves that can send electroshocks through a human body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you go into that, you can run wiring. I could do both tips and palm.
Mm-hmm. I was hoping Vector could teach me how to go boop, boop really good.
Clearly, from our previous encounters, you have been able to go boop, boop with your foot very well.
Maybe we should get electromagnetic like the shoesies too.
Tara kind of wanders, like his brain sort of wanders. Is like I could do, and like he sort of like reaches over and grabs like your equivalent of a prescription pad or something that's nearby that's paper, and rips off a piece and flips it over to the blank side and starts drawing a sketch. He's just muttering to himself.
That'll keep him occupied for enough time for his arm to recover.
You said boots. Now all I can picture is Candy scuffing her feet really fast and then delivering a palm slap with an electric crack that knocks a guy across.
You got to build up all the static with your feet first.
Yeah. Oh no! My
unlimited power.
My worst enemy. This place has no rugs.
No.
Yeah, you could actually make something like that. It wouldn't take you too long, I would imagine. Once you have both arms working normally, you should be able to back. Especially with the auto fact, that's not a.
I side chatted you, Eric. If you could take a look at that.
Unfortunately, I cannot respond right now because I'm having to use all of my USB powers to not have the internet die at the moment. So I can't respond to you through the keyboard.
Okay.
I'll sign it to you.
That I am sending you a psychic message for what I want to do in the next.
I can read. I just cannot respond.
That's perfectly fine.
Nomad, you were next.
Nix kind of like gets up. His legs are a little wobbly. Shuffles over.
Okay then. If you want to sit down right here.
Eric can hold that for you. He took good care of it last time.
And I'm gonna make another one of those paramedic tech checks. 24 plus my crit, 30.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so the serious injuries that you have or taking care of for right now, it basically means that you don't get any -2s for the next 24 hours. So from sun up to sundown, you're gonna be okay.
With my 30.
With you got a 30. Well, I mean, there's the treatment and then there's like the permanent thing. So so you're going for the permanent.
Yeah.
I got it. Oh yeah. No,
I'm pretty sure with a 30 I nailed that.
Oh yeah. Not a problem.
Oh yeah, this is some elementary stuff, no man. Don't worry.
I forgot he didn't have a critical injury. He got lucky when he fell.
And she's gonna just go like this, and she's gonna just gently massage the legs. She's like, okay, here, and...
He fucked up his knees a little bit when he fell, but other than that, he'll be on the mend fairly soon. He just needs like a day or two of rest, and the majority of these folks will be up on their
Keep
feet.
your feet elevated above your chest level for at least a little bit today, tomorrow. Take it easy. Don't jump off out of any more buildings.
You all, I'm assuming the majority of you are in the treatment or the triage tent, as it were.
Apparently.
You all hear the unmistakable sound of Cyanide yelling into her agent outside, like she's having an argument or she's really upset and
Just
yelling.
Cyanide having a phone call.
Yeah. And intermittent with like, what? Say that again. No, I'm not doing that. No, forget it. No. I'm sorry.
She must be having a talk with her manager.
Nomad's gonna rig a chair that somebody can wheel him around in that keeps his legs elevated, and he's gonna spend the next few days in the garage working on the car.
Tara and I are not pushing you anywhere.
No, he'll get one of the other nomads to do it, but yeah.
Sure, yeah. They'll put the car
Except
into
when
like
you're
a
asleep,
little,
and then
little,
we will.
They'll jack it up and then they'll check it out and make sure that it's back in working order, refuel it.
End up on the roof one day, just what the hell?
Okay. I think, does anyone else need medical attention?
Covered everybody except for maybe Cyanide, but she was just above serious injury, so
I'll make another roll for Cyanide.
she's shrugging it off. She's like, I'm good, it's fine.
I'll make another roll just in case. 17.
One sufficient, yeah.
Actually, I think what would happen is when Nomad's asleep, Tara would rig a remote onto the wheelchair, and we'll hand out a copy to everyone in the group so they can just randomly move him during the day.
So messed up.
Make it happen.
Okay.
Wheelchair. All
right. I think I'm done. Cool.
Yeah, you're exhausted by the time you finish treating everybody in the triage tent. Jenny's already packed up and gone to one of the big trailers nearby, where she's stationed. Somebody goes out to relieve her for a little bit and introduces himself, and they're just checking inventory on medical supplies and stuff like that, running tests on machines.
Candy just falls asleep in the medical tent.
Cool. You see, before everybody goes to sleep, Cyanide just makes a mention so what are we doing about the suitcase? Are we going to open it or what?
I'll think about that tomorrow.
Everyone looks at Nomad. I'm not taking it from him.
Fair enough. All right, I'm going to take a stem and hit the sack. I'll see you all in the morning. What do the rest of you do now that you're here? It's a 3-story little hotel. Very rustic looking, old, broken down, like a lot of the stuff out here. Like a lot of the infrastructure. You see windmill farms not too far off, maybe a couple miles down the road. They have what the Nomads, that is, they have an old battle tank battery that's just basically providing power for the rest of the camp. So you see there's lights strung up in between the trailers that they have parked out there, and it has a nice warm feeling. You get a strange feeling when you're here because it's even though you don't live here, anytime you've ever been with the Nomads, or at least with the Warple family, you've always felt like you were welcome despite whatever baggage you may be bringing with you. This is true even for somebody like Vector.
Is there a basement?
No. No, actually there is. There's a little storm basement. Yeah.
That's where I'm sleeping.
That's where you're sleeping? Okay. Amongst the mildew and the spider webs. Okay, so you go down there, lay a cot down, make a little space for yourself.
Mildew
I've got a
webs.
flamethrower. There's no mildew or spider webs when I'm done.
Nomad, I'm guessing you take a room for yourself with the suitcase?
No, I'd probably be working in the garage most of the night and then sleep there.
You kind of sit back in a chair and somebody brings you a cup of Joe, and you sit there and sip on it while they're going to work on Jay, and they make small talk with you. Eventually, like way late into the early morning hours, you hear a big truck rolling in, and it's Lobo. He's like, the big rig is coming in, and with him, he's towing like this big container. He doesn't honk the horn because he doesn't want to wake everybody and their mother, but like he gets out, and if you're awake, like he waves at you, and he tells you he's got the load ready. So like whenever you're prepared to head out to the ILS, he'll go with you. And he's like, "Are you sure you want to go out there, boss?" And it's like, "I heard that place is I don't know, haunted."
Yeah, it's got ghosts, but those ghosts are dead, and yeah, good times.
Sounds like you know something I don't. Okay.
That's why.
Fine.
That's why you call me boss.
Whatever you say. What time are we heading out there tomorrow?
Well, gotta finish the stuff up on Jay. Everybody's kind of banged up still, so might head out there under the cover of night just to avoid all the crazies.
Oh, all right. That works for me. Lets me get some sleep.
How many people can fit on that hauler of yours?
I can fit one in the cab, or one in the front, and then maybe like 2 in the back.
Question about the politics of the Vorpal family. Like,
sure.
Would it be worth suggesting moving them to the ILS?
You can, in fact, do that. I'm surprised that you haven't made that overture as of yet. But you absolutely can do that. You can bring it up to them and say, "Hey, so new developments have occurred since last you saw me," and you can fill them in. They might be interested in occupying that space potentially, or utilizing it in some way.
Is Lobo the head here, or is it just who is the head here?
Locally, it's probably the adjuster, that asshole.
Okay.
You haven't seen him since you got here, but you're like right underneath him. So like really, between you all and like upper management, it's just the adjuster.
Okay.
So you both are managers of some sort, but he has a little bit more of an oversight over you and your team than anybody else.
Nomad would probably ask like where the adjuster is.
No, you don't want to fuck with him, man. He's like he's staying at the hotel on the upstairs.
Oh.
He's got his people with him.
Wait, he's here?
Yeah. Yeah, we went after some I'm blanking on their names right now, but they're basically they're the exile nomads, the really bad ones, the ones that are reviled by everybody. They're basically scavengers, like they kill and maim people and leave them to die and shit.
Okay.
They went after them recently on a raid, so they're coming back from that, and a lot of them are coming back limping because they weren't prepared for what they had to go up against. But the adjuster and his group are back, are still intact, and now that the remainder of the Vorpal family is back, he's doing his adjusting, as it were. He's checking everything out, and he wants all his P's and Q's crossed, as it were.
Oh, okay. In that case, Nomad would
this many people.
would tell him to just sort of give a head nod to Lobo to follow, and then he's gonna head up to the adjuster, out of the wheelchair, painfully.
You stand up. Okay, he says he'll see you tomorrow night. You go up the stairwell, and you see there's a couple guys like sitting in their chairs outside of his room, just kind of shooting the shit. Someone's smoking a cigarette. They see you coming, and one of them recognizes you, stands up, locks eyes with you, doesn't say anything. Can I help you?
No, the adjuster can though. You need to update his balance sheets.
And he looks at his skin watch, and he's like, "It's late."
Yeah. I've been up all night last night in the garage doing stuff. He's probably been up all night doing stuff too. We'll both be cranky. It'll be fun.
The guy who's still sitting in his chair looks over his shoulder at you, and he's like, "Strict instructions. Not letting anybody in till morning." And I mean, like, when he gets up, morning.
Don't care. Just gotta walk past them.
They both stand up and turn towards you. Is there a problem here?
Yeah, we're moving.
No, you're moving. He
No,
says,
no,
and he
no.
puts his hand on his weapon like, "Sup? Are you starting to get loud with them on the balcony?"
So here's the thing. You guys can continue to guard this door with him behind it and wake up tomorrow or the next morning with everybody gone. So I can either inform the Adjuster that this is going to happen and he can come with us, or I'm just going to do it. So it's you guys' choice.
You see, like you see one of them like looks like he's gonna square up with you, and the other one's like, "Hold on, let me get him."
You know what? Hold on. Let me just put it this way. Would you rather to have, I know it's real great to like build cars with your hands and do everything, but how would you like to watch a robot do it?
I look at each other for a second, like, "What the fuck is this
Might be
talking about?"
blasphemy where you're at.
How would you like to like have all of your chores taken care of by, I don't know, a bunch of little machines while you can like add
One of them-
14 turbos to the car that you'd love, like, which would be ridiculous and impossible, but you could have that time to do it.
You see, one of them is not having any of your shit, and he's just like, "How would you like me to teach you how to fly right off of this balcony?" And you see the other one like goes back and it's like, "Hold on." He's just kind of like doom, 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 pounds on the Adjuster's door. Yeah, what? Somebody here to see you, boss. It's that fucking loser, whatever his name is, the Nomad.
That's Mr. fucking loser to you, asshole.
Mr. fucking Nomad is here to see you, sir. You hear like doom, 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 somebody patting to the door. The door swings open. The fuck is the matter with you two numbskulls? I told you not to interrupt me. What's going on out here?
I'm going on.
It's you.
Yeah, it's me. How you doing? I got the suitcase that was all the problem, but there's a new change of plans.
Okay.
We're moving.
Good for you. Why do you need to tell me this?
Because, we're moving.
The fuck we are, he says. He's like in his night bathrobe clothes and shit. He's like, God damn it. He like, you hear the door like, and then he comes out and he's like, what are you? He's like scratching his beard. What are you talking about now?
I'm talking about you can go back to bed and you can either wake up with the plan or you can wake up naked and with nobody to protect you. So those are
You
your
want me
two
to pop
choices.
this guy, boss? You see the one guy turns around and points at you with his hand on his gun, which is right on his hip.
Asshole,
see the-
I've jumped out windows, I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been driven over. The shit that you're about to pull is nothing compared to the last 3 weeks of my life. So you can shut the fuck up right goddamn now, and mommy and daddy are going to keep talking, or I'll throw you off this goddamn balcony in 5 seconds.
Face
Your
down.
life choice.
It's face down time.
Okay, fine. What is that again? I don't even remember.
It's an intimidation check. It's not any social skill. It's basically you add your cool and your reputation, and you roll a d10, and then I'm gonna roll for him and see what he gets.
Oh man.
Whew.
Are you
Okay, what'd
fucking
you get?
kidding me?
What'd you get?
Always use manual dice.
Fuck that.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that roll. Sean, just go ahead and roll.
Where is...
I rolled a
Or
7
use,
for
or
you.
use manual dice and tell me what you got.
I got
Yes.
you a
Regular
7 on a
dice.
real die, Sean.
Hold on. I want to see if I can beat a 7. There's a dice. I got an 8. Nice.
All right.
8. All right, and did you add your?
That's a
is that
total of, that's a total of 18.
Oh shit! What? That's your cool, your reputation, and what you rolled.
Yeah.
Total?
8 plus 10. I got a cool of 6 and a reputation of 4 plus 8. That's an 18.
Whoa! Yeah, that completely blows him out of the kiddie pool.
I just watch him sit down.
He's just like, he looks at his buddy, and his buddy's just like, he shakes his head like, "Don't do it." And he just kind of like leans up against the railing and You have a clear view of the adjuster, and he's like, "You got the suitcase. We didn't ask you to retrieve any suitcase. We asked you to get rid of those assholes who came out here and shot our people up.
Yeah.
Did you do that, or did you not do that?"
No, this is the bait. The trap is another day's drive into the desert.
Wait a minute. That suitcase belongs to...
Yes.
And you brought that shit here? Are you out of your
Yes.
fucking mind?
Which means that you can pack it up and follow us out into the desert and have a really cool base and have automatic cars. We'll make flying cars. It'll be totally awesome. Anyway, losing track of time here. Yeah, so let's pack this shit up and get out there.
He's kind of like, what just happened? We're packing up and leaving already? What the hell? We just got here. And he's just like, I gotta make a phone call, he says.
No, you don't.
Goes back inside.
All right.
The two guys kind of like back off. They ease off of you for a second. Like, all right, this guy's got chops. Whatever. They ease off of you. Do you continue to pester the adjuster, or do you go back into your room?
Is he said he was making a phone call?
Calling management.
I'll wait till he's done.
Oh, okay. He eventually, he's on the phone for a while. He eventually comes back out, and he's just like, they want to talk to you. They need more details.
And he'll stay on the phone and give enough details about the ILS to entice them, but not the full details of what all is going on, but just enough to entice them. We need to move the operation further out.
What's the name of the head boss of your family, or whatever the
Oh man. That's a good question. Let's go with he will be Mustang. He's totally Mustang.
He's Mustang?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Mustang. All right, so Mustang gets on the line. He's like, is it a girl or is it a guy or?
Not sure.
So it's that modulated voice over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Nomad.
Yeah.
I understand you're making some decisions right now that include moving the family elsewhere.
Yeah, safer place.
You have a new place.
Yes.
I need details.
I'll give you as
I'm
many
speaking.
details.
I was speaking to the adjuster. He reminds you like he's just frantic.
Right. That guy's a loser, by the way. Anyway, so
Yeah.
got a new place. It's factory, and we're getting the whole band together. Like, we're gonna get a whole bunch of people together. We're gonna run a whole operation, outside of Night City. Also, a really big Yakuza family's probably gonna come after us for a thing that I'm holding on to right now, and
You mean those fuckers that killed our people?
yeah. So revenge time. Hello.
Yeah. How many people do you need?
I say we move the whole crew, because this place is unprotected. It's a fucking hotel out of the middle of nowhere. How about
You give them details about the ILS and
I give them enough to know that they're probably going to be safer out that way without detailing exactly what it is.
So it's going to be an ambush.
Well, yeah, they're going to be coming for us, but I mean, there's laser turrets. Those are fun.
Okay. See that you dragged the adjuster out there. I'm thinking about changing his priorities.
Okay, I'm going to need really specifics on the word drag. Do I tie him to the back of my car, or do you mean like figuratively?
However you see fit. You're in charge now.
He takes a real long look at the adjuster.
He doesn't realize what you're saying. Like, he just knows that you're talking to his boss, and he's kind of pacing back and forth nervously in his room. He finishes the call with you though, and he tells you like, put me back on the line with the pencil dick or whatever. Adjuster.
So he's got it in his hand, is holding it against his chest as the adjuster comes back. Nomad looks at him and goes, "Hey, did you ever see the old vid, the original Vacation?"
He kind of looks at you sideways. He takes the agent back, and he's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
What?
Did you ever see that movie? Do you remember what happened to the dog? No reason. Here you go.
So you give him back the agent. He's like, "Wait, what do you mean? Shut down." You feel pretty good about yourself when you walk back into the room.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna go back and sleep with his shotgun on his chest.
Cool. No paranoia here. Everybody give me perception checks.
I'd also like to interject here and remind everyone, if the nomads go out to case the joint before we get there in the morning, that could get weird, because remember, you told me to send my family out there. I did that from large marches like 12 hours ago. They're probably there by now.
Oh yeah, no, the nomads
the
are
whole
gonna
rebellion.
The nomads are gonna follow us out. Like, I'll take a small crew and the rest can follow. Perceptions, you said?
Yeah, just roll perception.
Human
everybody.
perception?
No, just regular perception.
I got a 10.
Okay.
What's up with these
I
rolls?
always can never find this.
It's up in the top left under awareness skills.
Cool. Did it get sent?
19.
If not, just roll the rainbow dice. That's always awesome.
I actually have. I'm gonna use this die.
Get here.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
those are nice. Okay.
So that's a 10.
Woo!
Plus a 9. Plus candy. So that is a 27.
Wow.
Jesus. Okay.
I
All right.
see everything.
You most certainly do. Cyanide is out cold. Roll the 1. Okay. So y'all try to get some rest. I'm assuming you probably wake up around the middle of the afternoon tomorrow, I imagine. Sleep in.
I'm up
8
in
hours.
the morning. I'm ready
Oh,
to
you're
go.
up and out. Okay.
Yeah.
Sunrise.
I don't know
Candy's
why we're
just-
wasting so much time here.
Candy's just asleep in the triage tent on the counter, just like.
There's a wind that blows, and you hear the flap of the tent, like just thrown open suddenly, like, and like papers and stuff swirl, and it's like an incoming wind from the east, and it wakes you up suddenly. You're like, whoa, what was that? And you move. You look out for a second, and you think you see something moving, but you're not sure. Like somebody just dip out from around the corner.
I'm gonna get up. Do the.
All of us say this, or
No, just Candy.
Candy cut?
27.
Okay. There better be someone with coffee.
You look, and you're like
Okay.
looking around. There's just a big breezy
gonna-
wind hitting
she's
you
gonna-
as soon as you step outside, and you don't
she's
see
gonna-
anybody.
Okay, whoever's out here, can you just not mess with me before I've had my coffee?
They were standing
Vector-
stock still when the breeze came in, and that kind of alerted you to their presence. And when you looked, you thought you caught a glimpse of something, but then as the moment you got up and looked again, like they were completely out of sight.
Okay, whoever's messing with me, you better either have a good explanation, a coffee, or a candy bar. I will accept any one of those 3 options.
There's a couple people nearby around a fire, like enjoying their beers, and one of them's tuning a guitar, and they kind of look over and like, "Oh, with her, what's her problem?" See one of them like waves. Come over here. You want a drink?
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Ha ha ha. Okay. What do you do after that?
I'm gonna go let everyone else know what just happened, because crazy shenanigans happens and nobody ever sees it but me.
Everybody else is asleep, kind of? Who do you go to specifically?
I'm sorry. I lost control of my
No worries.
entire sense of self. So yeah, she's gonna be like, okay, who do I wake up first? Who do I wake up first? Who do I wake up first? Rift, 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 rift.
Rift is in the basement. You want to go down into the creepy basement?
Don't go down to the
Just
basement.
yell at me on comms.
Rift, 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 rift.
Hi! You're awake early. What's up?
Something woke me up.
Was it another monster?
I don't know.
Cocking weapons. I'll be right there.
Whatever it was too fast for me to see, and nobody else saw it but me.
Comms to Vector. Vector, something's coming after Candy again. Bring your sword.
Bring your
Gladly.
sword, please.
No.
Okay.
Assume at this point something terrible's about to happen.
God damn it. Okay. You go down to the tent, Vector, and you scan around. Give me a perception, and this time you can add your +2 bonus, I believe, that you have by default, which is combat awareness. Sure.
So that equals a 16.
16?
Yeah, I rolled a 14, so adding to 16.
You're looking around. You're scanning the area. You have optics at all?
I don't think I do. Actually, I don't remember talking about it with anybody. Just mostly physical.
I do.
It might have been part of, if you're using the base of the pre-made, it might have already been in there. So check your left or right cyber eye.
That's my specialty too, Eric. I have every possible enhancement for eyes.
Oh, I don't know.
I only have left cyber arm checked off.
Okay.
And
Chill.
cyber legs, of course.
Yeah, okay. I see. So you look around and you're like, you don't see anything out of place. You scan around and you just see people outside. They're completely oblivious to whatever it is that spooked Candy. You just kind of get a weird chill, though. Weird chill breeze blows through and you kind of like...
I see nothing either.
Oh, you were there too. Okay, yeah. Give me a perception. What'd you get?
I actually rolled that earlier. I got a 19.
19 is not bad. Okay. Yeah, you look around, and while everybody's scanning horizontally, you look up, and you look over at the top of the building. There's somebody standing there, like just next to like where the generators are on the top, and like there's like a little smokestack. There's somebody up there, but you can't, from this distance, you can't tell or make out too many details. They're just chilling. They're just standing up against or on the very top in the shadows. Could be somebody out smoking.
So you said there's other guys there that were asking Candy if she needed a drink, right?
Yeah, there's some people around the fire. There's always somebody out here
You guys
drinking.
normally smoke?
Yeah. What about you? You want to join? You want to partake?
But like that spot up there is a place you normally smoke.
Oh, you're indicating the roof. It's like,
Yeah.
no, not any of us.
I
Maybe
take
the
what is
staff.
clearly a warning shot.
You take a shot at the person up there?
It's clearly a warning shot, though. It's not meant to hit the target.
Okay, you just...
Yeah.
Like, they don't seem fazed by it. After about a solid 5 seconds or so, they sort of recede away. You don't see them there no more. You kind of fade into the back.
I go up there and look for a note.
You look for a note? Like,
Note.
not disturbed
Last time anyone showed up around Candy that was that unflappable, it was like some kind of weird cyborg.
Oh.
So
There was no
maybe it
note
left a message.
previously. They left an imprint on the roof.
Right.
This is very
That's
similar
what
to
I'm
the
going to
situation.
look for.
Now you go up there and yeah, you don't see anything up there. You see a couple like old cigarette butts, probably from like, but nothing recent. There was nobody up here smoking just now.
I come back down somewhere along the way. I get 2 fold-out camp chairs. Don't know where I got them.
Oh, they're around.
Hand one to Vector. We pop them out. We just sit outside Candy's room.
We're camping out by the triage tent, or does Candy actually get a room?
I think she said she was sleeping in the tent.
He
Yeah.
just passed out from exhaustion.
You're not
can
sure
see-
if you're seeing things or not, but Riff definitely saw something up there and took a shot at it. Warning shot, but still.
Nobody ever
Everybody looks like, you okay there? Shooting some birds?
Candy, would you rather go indoors?
I just want to go back to sleep or have a coffee, whichever one goes first.
I have green
You
tea.
deserve a nap. We're at odds, Vector. Oh no! Duel to the death. I declare Sertamin.
I use an improvised weapon of green tea.
And no, when the guys asked me that, complete deadpan. It was either a cyborg or the Yakuza. It's fine.
How is either of that fine?
Just Vector and I are here with our guns and swords.
Like that, if it was the robot, that thing killed people faster than the eye could see.
Yeah, but he was on your side, which is why that's fine.
And if it's the Yakuza, they have.
Then I will kill them faster than
Exactly.
you can see.
Plus, Tara will probably come tearing through here on the mech.
It's
It is Tara's day on the calendar.
it's maybe like a couple hours before sunrise.
I'm
And some of the nomads who are out on patrol, like they're just standing there. They're like, "You see that? What's that over there?" And like they start pointing off. There's a little bit of activity around the campfire. Some of the people have fallen asleep, and some of them like, "Hey, who's this?" And they start like there's a gathering of people that are like checking out somebody with a pair of binoculars because they're that far away. I don't know. Somebody's coming up the road. Who is it? I don't know. Some lady.
What do I see? What do I see? I can see with perfect clarity to the horizon with my last optic thing I got.
Yep. It looks like a woman. She's maybe like in her 30s, early 40s at the most.
Is it
She's wearing what seems to be like a long coat of some sort. She's like this. She's like bundled up as the wind is like battering her from behind. She's dressed oddly. Like she's got like shiny black leather. And she seems to be holding something in each hand. And she's kind of like almost like stumbling as she moves along. She's maybe half a mile away from the camp. She's walking by herself.
I record the image, download it to my deck, and then to my tablet, and then I send pictures to everyone. Anybody know who this is? Like a close-up.
Yeah, no, none of you recognize this. Even with picture perfect clarity of like his telescopic vision or whatever, like you've never seen this person before.
In that case, I will passively wait because it's up to the nomads to figure out what to do about strangers. It's not my
What the
house.
fuck is that? I don't know. Maybe they need help. There is something very obvious about. This is a really clear image that you can telescope out like half a mile and record the image.
Say that? Yeah, okay.
If it's that clear, it becomes very obvious that the woman is wearing some sort of like weird bondage outfits, like black leather outfit, and she has like a long coat on, and she's like this, and the expression on her face is one of fright, and her makeup is running. She appears to have been crying.
I look over at Vector. I've seen this movie. This is the one where you're in the wasteland and you got the innocent lady who says, "Please help me," and then you go help the innocent lady and there's like 6 dudes with clubs.
Should I go kill her?
Except that this lady's
Probably.
heading towards the encampment.
Probably. We should at least head out there and prepare to kill her.
You say that among the other nomads, or just the Vector?
We're just talking, I assume, yeah.
The nomads are like, holy shit.
So the crying
Nomad's
bondage
gross.
lady you're gonna go kill. Am I understanding this right?
If we did think it's a trap, yes. You
Uh-huh.
coming?
Cyanide is not responding on her comms.
Hey, what about Nomad? Did anybody call Nomad? No, of course
Is
not.
there a dirt bike? It is the
Oh, yeah.
nomads.
Is there a
course.
dirt bike? What kind of stupid question is that? Yes, there's a
Vector.
dirt bike.
I'm not asking nomad. Vector and I grab a motorcycle and head out to intercept the lady, apparently.
Would Nomad stop at a place that didn't have a dirt bike?
Probably not.
Wait, where are you guys going?
The Rift and Nomad are heading out on a motorcycle.
Nomad? Why would Nomad go?
No, Rift and Vector.
Oh, sorry, Rift and Vector. All right,
I
gotcha.
thought you guys were staying. Okay.
Is Terra and Nomad also outside, or they're just like?
Yeah, I
"What are we
imagine Nomad would
doing?"
come out and just be like, "Hey guys, what's going on?
Be right back, Candy.
It's moving date. Where's Rift going?
Hold on. Protect Candy.
What?
Oh, no, protect Candy.
No, the last time that happened, I had to talk a computer to death. No, I'm not doing that.
Do it anyway. We'll be right back.
Am I cursed or something? Is being with me really that awful?
No,
Why don't
what-
you keep this
oh.
motorcycle in good shape, protect Candy, and then we take off.
What in God's name? Why are you all running off?
What's
we
happening?
just put people back. We just put me back together.
You see the Nomads are like, what's going on? Why are they
Robert Downey, get your flamethrower out. Quit bitching.
I'm working.
Rift, are you driving or is Vector?
No, Vector is.
Oh, Vector. Okay, so Vector's at the helm. You've got your weapon ready. You're driving up on the dirt bike.
This
You
Mad
see-
Max movie, Vector's the one popping wheelies for sure.
Goddamn right it is. Goddamn right it is.
Reverse
Vector. You see this woman is like looks exhausted, bleary-eyed, and she's just like she's holding out what seems to be a paper that's just kind of flapping in the wind in one hand, and in the other hand she's holding what seems to be like an agent. As you approach Vector, how close do you get to her before you stop the dirt bike?
10 feet away. Social distancing.
Okay, fair enough.
Smart.
She's like, as soon as you drive up to her, she drops to her knees and she starts like heaving, like she's like, she holds out her hand, she drops the agent onto the floor, dust kicks up, and on the other hand she holds up a paper. It's like it's an odd shaped paper. It looks like a scroll almost, and it's flapping in the wind, and there's like writing on it, thick black writing. You
Sick.
recognize it as kanji.
Oh, what's it say, Vector? I do not read kanji.
Does it say? Can I read it from here?
Not from there, no. You have to like.
Yeah, it just looks like my end died. So break. Hmm. In 5.
Welcome back, everybody. We had a little bit of a Twitch hiccup, but we have returned. Thank you for the new follows, Rosa Fang, Joe Kerr, and Pandoplay. Thank you for joining. You're awesome. Where we left off, the team had made their way to the Vorpal Nomad family gathering in the Badlands. When they came upon some rather spooky situations out in the very early hours of the morning, just before dawn. Candy was a little bit restless and heard something after falling asleep in the tent. Heard something, and Rift was able to spot somebody standing on the roof. Took a warning shot at them, but they disappeared, faded away. And not too long afterwards, the local nomads saw somebody coming down the way towards the encampment from the middle of the desert, just walking by themselves. When they looked closely, they saw that it was a woman dressed very oddly in like bondage-style outfits and carrying what seems to be a paper flapping in the wind, a very long piece of paper, black ink writing on it. And in the other hand, she was holding some sort of an agent of some sort. And that's when Rift and Vector alerted the rest of the team. No one heard back from Cyanide. So they got on a bike and they went out to meet this person who was walking by themselves. When they got close, they realized that this woman was crying. She was in some sort of distress. Upon seeing them, she fell to her knees and she began to cry. She begged them to just look at the paper. Please just read it. Just take it. They want to talk to you. She almost drops the agent onto the floor. And you see that Vector made the observation that there was something wrong with her head.
Vector
Part
didn't
of
say
her
that.
head seems swollen. And she had recently had surgery performed on her. What do you do?
Vector. Rift. This might be. She may have a bomb installed in her head.
Before Vector gets past the B, I've kicked the agent out of the girl's hand and I'm running for it and telling her can't tell her, she's doomed. Telling Vector, I guess, grab the paper and get out the way.
You snatch
the girl run
the
for
paper.
it, but that's not going to do any good if it is.
She looks like she's been beat up. Like she looks like she's been under some shit. You snatch the paper out of her hand, Vector. It's kanji. It spells the word debt in very large print.
I owe no one.
Please just do. They say that they want to talk to you. Like she's like her hand was trembling, holding the agent until Rift kicked that out of her hand. She's like, like as soon as that happens, she reaches in instantly to her head, like she's gonna she wants to like, she's
From
trying
like
to like
30
feel the
yards
contours
away.
of her own head.
From like 30 yards away, I pick up the agent.
All right.
Can I help you?
A little video pops in. It's a little distorted because connection out here is not the best, but you see it's an image of this woman. She's dressed in a kimono, and she's a beautiful woman, but she very obviously has augmentations done to her, and she seems to be holding a flower in her hand, and her fingers are red steel.
Terrible editing. Lighting is atrocious.
When you see, like, it kind of goes in and out, and it's like you hear snatches of what she's trying to say.
Not even
Out here, it's a little bit hard to get a signal, or at least it's hard to communicate sufficiently. She just gives you the stare, though, with these eyes, these very obvious looking cyber eyes that for some reason are very very unsettling to look into, even through a video screen. We should speak, she says.
And why'd you send me a video file? I say to the video file.
This is not a recording, she says. And you realize,
well, then I should tell you that your
lies.
quality and lighting are terrible and your framing is not great. Oh, you're probably looking for Vector. Vector's not here right now, but Vector said to give you a message.
She cuts you off completely. There's a cortex bomb in this woman's head.
I keep talking. She can cut me off if she wants, but it's a video, so I keep talking.
If you don't do as I'm about to instruct you to do, she will die. You will die. Those others in the camp, they will die. The people you know, they will die. Their families and their pets. Everyone who's come into your orbit will die violently. She's like, you have a thing that belongs to me. In fact, you owe a debt to my family. We need to discuss this now. This is very serious business.
So, out of character, to warn you all now, Rift is going to make a terrible nomad choice here, so brace yourselves.
I'm for it!
Come get it, bitch! And I smashed the phone.
My vote goes to Tyler.
Oh, man.
Don't even
She
need
didn't
to discuss.
get to tell you
Don't
the
even need to
details
wait.
about the cortex bomb.
And then I run to the motorcycle. We gotta go, Vector! Right now!
He smashes the agent, and you see, like, the girl's like, what are you doing? No! Oh my god, you're gonna kill us all!
What is going on out there?
Just motorcycle noises.
If I have to guess, they had a nice conversation. That lady has a bomb in her head. Vector or Rift said, fuck off, which is what I would do. And then now they're racing for their lives back towards us.
Is there another bike?
I'm gonna imagine that Cortex bomb
there
has
are.
like a range of like 3 miles.
So
or
many
something.
vehicles.
Candy's gonna grab her field med kit and hop on a bike and go in that direction of the bomb.
Wait. Bad idea. Shit.
Vector, your comm pops into life while we're taking off. And you just hear me going, Tara's gonna be so mad.
Meanwhile, Candy's just like, how do I drive this? Okay.
Oh, what is your drive skill?
Why does it look like something's coming towards the bomb, Nomad?
Candy is candying and get a candy all day long.
Probably stop her because that lady's gonna explode.
Comms, Candy? That good lady's gonna explode. You
can't stop it, Candy.
You probably don't want it. You turn around. Just turn around.
We have angered the supervillain.
You should turn around. Come back. And we need. Hey, I just realized it didn't have to.
I just told what I think is the queen. Do the Yakuza have queens? The queen of the Yakuza to fuck off.
That's bad. That was a poor life choice.
This person has nothing to do with this. They
I have to try.
No.
So, just to recap very quickly, Rift told the Yakuza lady to fuck off, smash the agent so there's no
Specifically,
communication.
come get the case.
Come get it yourself. Cool. And then Rift and Vector both jumped on the bike and headed back to the encampment, leaving the
Away
girl
from
stranded in the
Explodey
desert.
Lady.
Away from Explodey Lady. She hasn't exploded yet.
Yeah,
She will,
which is
but,
why
like-
Candy's on her way to try to save her.
Candy, I feel like she's going to be the first of many, many lives lost the next few days. I think you might just have to let this one go.
Are
Rift,
you
we
going
might
with,
have we might
are you
have been
doing,
able
Vector?
to. Oh, sorry. Vector is pretty sure they may have been able to get some information out of the woman with the bomb in her head. But
Yeah, she's gonna tell you they bagged me, took me to an unknown location, put the shit in my head, and told me go give this message or I'll die because I was a slave girl to the Yakuza already. We're not gonna get anything useful out of the poor victim.
do we know where cyanide is?
in her room, presumably.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Somebody should check.
It was ominous when the GM said, "You have no idea where cyanide is in all this."
Vector goes over the comms and is like, Terror Nomad, check on cyanide.
Oh,
I'm
right.
on it. So I stop what I'm doing in the morning and I'll go quickly to check on cyanide wherever she went to sleep.
Knock on the door, there's no answer.
Knock harder.
She was pretty tired.
All right, I yell out, I'm coming in. Just be aware, I'm coming in now, and I'm gonna start kicking the door.
Blast
in.
open the door. There's a buzz of activity now in the encampment. So you see a couple of nomads come out. They got their weapons. They come out of their trailers. The lights are coming on.
Mm-hmm.
And you blast the SWAT style. You just blast the side
the
of the
hinges,
door
yeah.
off. Yeah, blast the hinges off. Kick it down. Busted open window. Half-made bed. There's a guitar and a katana on either side of the room. No sign of cyanide.
Does cyanide carry a katana?
Oh yeah, since first session.
Oh, my bad. I remember. Okay.
She uses a flechette launcher now, though, and
I was gonna say she's got a
that's kind
dope
of her
ass.
thing.
She has a dope ass gun that shoots axes. So
I mean,
Hey, guys.
right, so
Guys, this is over the comms.
yeah.
You remember Night City's history when that really cool dude, I can't remember his name right now, but he was like the super rebel rocker, like Cyanide.
Sammy
And,
Goldhands?
like he did all this cool stuff, and then like a whole part of the
Sammy
city blew
Goldhands.
up. That was a Cortex bomb. Get in the cars.
no, that was a nuke.
Yeah, he nuked
Cortex
them.
bomb
I
is
don't think
more
that's
scale, but
happened yet.
Cortex bomb could blow up that
That's-
entire encampment, though.
That was in the 2020s. That
Oh,
part
that
of
was the
the
2020s?
Yeah.
My
Sometimes.
Okay.
It's not going to be
Oh.
that big, but it's going to be big.
Everyone, hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves. I respond back just like cyanide's not here. They broke the window. The room's not trashed, but obviously not put together. They took her.
They took her?
You have
See?
proof it was them?
There's no way that was her out there with the plastic surgery.
There was, however, another ghost ninja cyborg here earlier. It wasn't the Yakuza.
Has the bomb gone off yet?
Apologies for me making the inference that the people who are dropping a bomb on us and said debt took one of ours.
It's okay, Tara.
What debt?
So-
What?
What will you do now? The nomads are
Um,
like, "What's going on?" The adjuster
So
comes
here's
out.
what
What's going
here's what I
on?
want to do. Here's what I want to do. Who's still next to her?
Nobody.
Candy, are you out there?
Nobody. No, Candy was on her way. Yeah, Connor Candy jumped on a bike and headed out there. So by the time you find no cyanide in the room, Candy's arriving on the scene, so to speak, as this woman's just like, just like bawling into her own hands.
Look, we don't know if she knows anything or she doesn't know anything, but she's got to be a point of contact. She's something, okay? She's a clue where we don't have any. Cyanide, you can do surgery. I need you to listen to me and see what we can do, okay? I'm going to guide you through getting to that bomb.
You see, as soon as you're approaching Candy, you're hearing them in your ear, and then as soon as she sees like the headlights coming at her, she looks up and she just starts waving you up like, no, it's better if you just let me die, she says.
Hey, and she gets up and she's like, hi, you can call me Candy. What's your name?
Give me a persuasion check.
So at this point, I just have a complete open comm to Candy. Like, okay, you're gonna have to abandon the bedside manner for this one. Every second counts. But
Okay, I'm just gonna roll the d10 in there.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. That's just in character.
Oh well, no, I need to. Is it? Pretty sure it's working. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'll just.
Your time. If you need to roll that rainbow dice, roll that rainbow dice. It's been gold so far.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Rainbow dice.
We believe in you.
Okay, rainbow dice.
Yay!
That's a 9.
Yes!
9 plus Candy is a 21. I'm only good at two things! I'm only good at two things. Talking to people and medicine.
For real. Yeah, you like approach this like you would somebody who's about to jump off a bridge. You're like, listen to my voice. Pay attention. I'm not here to hurt you. I want to talk to you. And she see for a moment, like she sees something in you that she didn't see in anybody else that was out here recently.
Hey,
there's a spark of humanity.
I'm here to help you.
Empathy.
I'm here to help you. I'm going to need you to take a breath. Exhale slowly. We're gonna get through this together, okay?
My name is Janetta Coleman. They put a thing in my head.
Okay, Miss Coleman. I'm a trained doctor. I'm a licensed doctor. I also specialized in field medicine. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to take you back to the triage, but I can do what I can here.
Seconds, Candy, seconds.
Yes, I'm doing my best. If she... Okay, cool.
They told
so I do have
to talk to him, but he smashed the thing. Why would he do that? Oh my god.
People can... Hey, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna need you to remain calm, and Candy's gonna approach softly, and she's like, I'm going to need to touch you. She's gonna look at... She's gonna check and see incision wounds.
Yep.
How fresh is it? Scarring.
Very recent. Very recent surgery.
So I at least have a entry point.
Perfect.
So, paramedic?
What's the point of the role? What are you trying to do?
I want to try to at least, just either try to remove it here and now, or at least manage to get to it and disable it to a point where I can perform more precise surgery back at the triage.
And what I'm trying to do is using my demolitions over comms. I want to basically play keep talking and nobody explodes with Candy, and actually walk her through the steps of getting this bomb out. So if I can I basically want to do bomb, like, every action movie has that bomb disposal scene, right? So I'm going to walk her through.
You need eyes there personally. Unless she brings her back to the encampment, you either need to be there or somebody with cyber eyes needs to be there to be your eyes.
We can't do the communication thing where it's like, tell me what you see. What wire runs where to
The serial number.
I mean, you could do that, but it could take a very long time.
7-2. Okay, yeah, no. Candy's just gonna be like, Candy's gonna try to go for this.
You're gonna try to perform surgery on her in the desert, or are we gonna try to take her back to the encampment?
Well,
we can't bring her back to the encampment. It's too dangerous. I think.
It's too dangerous to bring her back. Candy's got her field kit. She's gonna try to do this in the middle of the desert.
Oh my! Improper tools. That's a -2 penalty. You can try it, If you botch, that bomb goes off.
Can I bring
Pressure.
her tools out to her?
You can.
No, I did bring my field kit, my bejeweled medical bag.
Yeah,
And
it's
he
just the
does have
conditions
trauma.
are not the best. Like there's
Yeah.
a wind blowing and shit. There's sand getting into everything. Like
Yeah,
this is
no.
not the best place to perform surgery. Period.
It's not, but if this was ever real life experience for being part of a trauma team.
you see like you're breaking out the tools. She's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? No,
Out of
don't do
character,
that.
Vector. You have a tool on your bike. Out of character, the fact it hasn't blown up already means these are the worst Yakuza ever. So if you bring Rift back there, I can jack in for Terra, and then we'll remove the penalty because I have the thing he needs.
Nomad, you hear the adjuster outside of the encampment yelling up and down. What the fuck is going on over here? And he's like,
That
"I don't know,
lady's
boss,
got a
we
bomb in her
situation
head."
done." A bomb?
Yeah, you should just start packing up and like get ready to head out.
You see, he looks around at everybody.
He sips
"What?
coffee.
Are you? Well, you're technically in charge now, Nomad. So
Right.
you can pull rank on the adjuster and be like, "All right, everybody, get out."
Yeah. Why are you all standing around? Get the fuck out. Pack up. Let's go. We're leaving soon.
Lobo's like, "Already? Oh shit! Fuck!"
Yeah.
He's just like he's bleary eyed. He just went to bed like maybe 2 hours ago. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck
Lobo,
is going
buddy.
on here?"
That lady has a bomb in her head. They know where we're at. We need to get to the super base with laser cannons and robots
Adjuster
and
gets
shit.
right in your face like, "You see, you did this. It's your fault. They should have fucking canned you 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna
Punch
make a
him
fucking
already.
phone call. I'm gonna make a fucking phone call, and I'm gonna pull your ass out into the desert. I'm gonna take charge. Nobody packs up. Nobody know. If that lady gets within half a click out of here, I want somebody to put a bullet in her head. Do you understand?"
Lobo.
Yeah, boss. Yeah.
Tie him up. Take him out to the Cortex bomb. If it doesn't go off, leave him there. If it does go off, be safe, Lobo.
What? You see his two guys are like, they're like looking at each other, and they see all these other nomads turn with guns in their hands towards them, and they're just like, and the adjuster's like, "Do something!" And you see the other two are just like,
Right, do something. Tie him up. Take him out to the Cortex bomb. If it goes up, that's sad. If it doesn't, leave
"No,
him there.
you can't do this! What the fuck are you doing? Oh my god!" You see, like, they're grabbing him, and they're like, and you see Lobo leads into, he's like, "Hey, boss, that's I mean, I know you're in charge and everything, but this isn't gonna look good."
You're
He's an
right.
asshole, but
That's
like,
a terrible idea. Let him go. Time to the fender of my car.
And then they're like, okay. They tie him up to they start that process while the rest of the nomads start packing up. Lobo gets in their big rig and starts getting ready to lug the container behind him. What are you doing back in the encampment while this is happening, Nomad?
That's a good question.
Cyanide's gone.
Responsibility is a terrible thing.
No.
Well, he did upgrade the car. He's gonna go, I guess, the adjuster's office and make sure that everything's packed up. All the records and things are moved to the Firebird, and just make sure, just like yelling at people, like get the mech going, like, and just start heading.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the suitcase?
Oh, that never left his fucking hand. He actually has like a strap around it now, and he's got like,
figured. Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's in a backpack on his back, like it's in
Yeah.
like a messenger sling. He literally does not walk away from it.
Cool. All right.
Which means that he's going to be the target of ninjas. I'm excited.
Tara and Riff, what are you doing while this is
Well,
happening?
first we got to figure out if Vector turns around, because in character, Rift would never say, "Bring me back there to help Terra." But if Vector turns around and drives back, Rift would be like, "God damn it, fine." So
Okay.
it's on Vector.
All right. That's right. They're driving.
Vector suddenly spins the motorcycle around, kicking up a whole
What are
bunch
you
of dust.
doing?
Like, did you not hear the comms?
Oh, I turned it off. That's why I wouldn't hear the explosion.
I have less humanity than you do, but even I know that this could be
Are
a
you
clue.
sure?
You drive back, and Rift is like what? He's shaking his head the whole time. But you see, Candy is trying to talk her down, and like she's digging into like a field kit, and the woman's just like warding her off, like she's motioning with her hands, like don't get away from me, no. Tara, you're staying back at the campment, right, and trying to reestablish contact through Rift to see what Candy's doing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Yeah.
Okay. So you arrive back, Rift. Tara's just like, hook me in. Let me see what's going on.
I will loan Tara the Cyber Eyes.
Cool. You pull up one of your little tablets, and you see the little line establishing like, and it's like it's lagging because you know the desert and everything.
Right.
But you finally get a picture, and it's kind of shaky or whatever. But you're seeing through his eyes, and it's starting to focus, and it's crystal clear, like telescoping lens. Like you're able to see like the incision lines around here, where they basically took it out and they planted a bomb inside of her head.
Okay.
It's made out of a gel, you know that, as far as like the Cortex bombs are concerned. It's like a chemical reaction.
Okay, so I'm hoping with my demolitions that I've been bringing up, I know how to neutralize it.
You can try. It's very difficult and potentially very dangerous if you fuck up.
Okay.
Obviously.
Right. Well,
Vector, what are you doing? Are you standing? Vector, are you standing close by? Or what are you doing exactly while Tara's linking up to Rift's Cyber Eyes?
I'm going to collect the pieces of Agent and who in our group would probably be the best to like pull information.
Oh, it's probably
from?
still mostly intact. You can just take it to Tara. All I did was drop it and step on it. I didn't
Okay.
like blow it up.
Then I'm gonna be basically a gopher,
Okay.
and if they need me to bring something from the camp out there, then I will.
Okay.
But I'm gonna bring the phone to Tara.
Okay, you take the agent back to Tara in the camp. Like, zzz, off you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Candy, you see
Yeah.
Coleman is just, or Gina, as she likes to be referred to as. She's just like, don't.
Gina, I am a trained professional.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
going
just
to I'm going to need you to not move your head, and I'm going to need you to relax. You're not going
You
to
tell her
feel...
to lie down on the floor?
Yes, and she's gonna take her own clothing and create a support for her neck.
Mm-hmm. She starts sobbing instantly when you tell her to lay down on the floor, because that's just what happened not too long ago when they put the bomb in her head to begin with.
You're gonna be okay. We're gonna be able to take you back to Night City. You're gonna be able to get the help that you need. But for now, we're just gonna take care of the immediate problem, and then we're gonna be able to get you back to Night City and get you the help and therapy that you need. But for now, I'm going to need you to trust me, because we're gonna get through this together.
You rolled an excellent persuasion, so she does in fact trust you to some extent, although she's reluctant to go on anymore because she feels like she's got a bomb in her head. And this one, Rift just smashed the phone. that was the link between the Yakuza and you all. So she's lost some hope.
You needed the phone to blow her up?
No. No. But if there's no negotiation, well.
Tara, I'm gonna start working on the opening incision.
Yep, just get an incision, get past the skull, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Cool.
Paramedic?
This is surgery.
Okay. Remind me again how that works, because I have surgery.
It's your medicine roll. Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it's plus 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be rolling 1d10 plus 6.
Correct.
And
what you're gonna have to do here.
And I'm definitely gonna be pouring luck into this. Does anyone believe in me enough?
I believe
You're
in
the
you,
only one
Candy.
that can do that.
No, it rules as written. Anyone can do that.
Vector.
Well, I definitely believe in you because we're tied together in this. So I have all the faith in the world that Candy is going to do what she needs to get this bomb out of this woman's head.
Mm-hmm.
Vector's gonna come over the comms and
Would
go.
cybertech work for this either?
No, well, disarming the bomb is demolitions. If you're
Okay.
to perform the surgery needed so that you do it in such a way that you don't cut the wrong thing and the thing
Okay.
seeps out, ignites,
Yeah.
and blows all
Okay.
of you to Kingdom Come,
So I'm rolling
that
one-
would be a surgery roll.
Okay, so
High
I'm-
difficulty because this is effectively brain surgery that you're performing out in the desert.
Okay, so 1d10 plus 7.
Yeah. What's your tech stat?
My tech stat is 7.
Oh wow. So okay. All right. So yeah, it's just gonna be your medicine roll, your med tech roll plus a d10, and you want to spend luck points on this.
Okay, can I roll and then spend, or do I need to spend it now?
I would spend it ahead of time.
Okay,
I'm not gonna allow you to use it afterwards.
And then one more
Question.
question. Feel free to tell me that I don't get to know this. Is it going to be a series of rolls, or is it going to be the one and done?
No, one and done to perform the surgery in order
All
to gain
6
access
points.
to the all 6.
Also,
All
All
6.
6 points.
also
Okay.
can anyone in the network assist with the luck points?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Nah, that's not gonna work. Well, for surgery, no. For the demolition,
The demolitions, I
potentially.
can give mine to Steve. Okay.
Yeah, if you have
So it's
skills in demolitions, you
1d10
absolutely
plus
can.
1d10 plus 13. Come on, just don't roll a 1. I have a 10% chance of this messing up. I just.
Use the rainbow die.
I'm using the Astral, so everyone can see it.
Oh boy. Make it or break it time.
Not a 1.
8 plus 13! 21!
Nice.
Very well done. Okay, so that beats the difficulty necessary to actually perform the surgery that you need to. What is that total? 21?
21.
You beat it by 2.
Fuck yeah!
Very well done.
Wow.
So
Okay.
you very carefully trace the lines that were made when this bomb was put into her head. And would you use like a local anesthetic and stuff like that to just kind of like, because I mean she was on drugs recently and you can tell she's a little loopy because of that.
Yeah.
But okay, so you use some local anesthetic, just on this area here. You put some stim patches there, and you start cutting in, and you open up that portion of her head. Vector, you're back in as this is happening. You're back into the encampment, and you have the agent in your hand. Who do you take it to?
I bring it to Tara, because even if Tara can't do anything with it now, Tara can do something with it after.
Okay, you bring it to Tara. You're seeing what's happening through Rift Size Terra. Nomad, you see this happen. Vector comes in on the dirt bike. What are you doing?
He probably went up to the adjudicator's apartment on, what was it, the 3rd floor or whatever, and was gathering any files or anything that was important to that dude, just to make sure that it's secured. And then is kind of watching everybody and barking out things over the comms for the nomads to pack up, and just keeping an eye on things, seeing where he needs to be, or seeing what needs attention.
Okay. The agent that you were on last night. Sorry. All right. So you're checking stuff out in the office. You're getting all the stuff that you need. Tara, what do you do when you get the agent back in your hand?
The one that Vector is bringing me, I just tell them desk. Right now, I can't deal with that because I'm focused in on the bomb in the woman's head.
Tara, I'm in.
Okay.
Now that you're back in the encampment, Vector, you see the agent kind of springs on when you put it down on the desk.
Yeah.
You hear wind chimes and things. What sounds to be like running water. Very calming sounds coming from the agent. Some sort of a live video call.
I cover up the camera with my thumb. Like, I don't put my face in the
Like a blanket or something over it.
Yeah, and
just-
I take it out of Tara's office, but trying not to disturb Tara. and I take it somewhere where there isn't anybody else.
The voice coming from the agent speaks Japanese perfectly, very fluently. They're speaking to you when they talk. I just thought I should tell you that he's coming along very well right now. He's probably going to pull through.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Out of character, I know exactly who she's talking about.
She doesn't say anything else. You throw the blanket over top of the agent. I don't know what you're talking about. Walk away.
No, I don't walk away, but
Oh, okay.
I hold on to it and just wait.
They're playing it sounds like they're waiting to speak to somebody. Like they're just kind of like looking around. Butterfly floats, lands on their shoulder.
So what is it you think you want?
I think you know exactly what it is that I want. Rather, it's not what I want. It's what belongs to me and my family. I thought you, of all people, would understand that.
As I understand, you stole it.
Those people belonged to the family. They abandoned that family, and when they did that, they sealed their fate.
Those people. Which ones?
Your parents, Arashibara-san, Shogo. How many more? How many more until you learn?
Until I learn. What are you expecting me to come as well? Because by that standard, I belong to you too.
No, I don't care about you. But I know he matters a great deal to you, doesn't he?
In my mind, I already lost him.
You keep telling yourself that, and yet... Put your boss on the phone.
My boss?
You know the one.
I'm
Mr.
my
Voodoo
own boss.
referred to him as the Nomad.
Oh. No, he's more of just a supervisor.
I don't care what you consider him. This is not a casual conversation. This is a business discussion. And unless you're ready to start to conduct business with me, she leaves that at that. She's very patient, by the way. She's just like,
I see this. I will make sure to cover up wherever I know the microphone on an agent to be.
mm-hmm.
And open up a private channel to Nomad.
Okay.
And tell him everything.
Wait, you guys brought the agent back? That's probably the bomb.
Doubtful.
Maybe. Anyway. She called me boss?
Everything's a bomb.
That's kind of sweet. I'm more like the driver and the boss of these guys. But not... Anyway. No, I don't want to talk to them. Or what do they want? They probably want the thing on my back. Anyway.
Yes.
Cool. Like, how packed up is everybody? How along, Eric? The nomads and everything?
They're packing up. Like, you told them to get going. They'll be out of here in, like, 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Candy's got 10 minutes to pull that thing out of that person's head. and then we're gone. So, and that thing is staying here on this floor, by the way. Cool. Just put it down on the desk, Vector, and let's talk to it. Leave it covered and everything.
Go about your business. Your agent starts to ring, Nomad. It's cyanide.
Hey, cyanide.
Don't give him anything. Don't just tell him to fuck off. And the line goes dead.
What? Oh.
Shit. Shit.
Back to Candy. The exposed area is, you're there now, and she starts to breathe heavily a little bit, like.
Hey.
Tears are just like streaming down her cheek, like makeup is running.
Hey, you've got this. We've got this together. You're just gonna need, I'm gonna need you to breathe through your nose and exhale slowly out your mouth. Okay,
Demolitions roll, Tara.
Okay, so they're usually going to put this next to a major nerve cluster. They can use the nerves to power the device without having to have an external power supply, right? Use the brain's
Yeah.
own electricity to run it. So
Yeah,
find the
you can use the
closest
neural
major nerve
flares.
center. Sorry?
yeah, you can use the neural flares of this cluster right here.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so if you find that, you're going to find a device. When you find that device, you're going to see two nodes, right? That's going to
Yes.
keep the two gels next to each other, right? Once
Yes.
those start to mix, then we're fucked. So
Yeah, I
make
see
sure
that.
you do not break either one of those, okay? Because if you break them and they touch, the whole thing's going to go up.
Understood.
All right. Okay, so here we go. So you're going to
Okay.
do this, and then I start explaining the actual technical wiring side of it.
Okay.
Okay, so my
Hey, Tara,
demolitions. Yeah?
if anything happens, I don't blame you.
There's just a pause, and I really don't even respond to that. It's just
Burn my
empty
luck in
pause
advance.
there. I am also
Your luck in
I am also burning all of my luck on this.
Yeah.
Which is currently, so that's, I have 7 luck.
I
So
have 6.
So what's going to happen here is, because it's a very complicated explosive device, each of you can roll and spend your luck and what have you. So if one of you fails, the other one can pick up the slack, because it's a difficult roll.
okay, well, so just so you know, I have a 12 in demolitions,
Mm-hmm.
and I just spent 6 luck, so I'm rolling at a plus 18.
I'm just lending him my luck. I don't have demolitions. I'm not rolling shit.
Or no, I'm sorry, I spent 7 luck. That's 19.
Okay.
I'm
Plus,
rolling
I'm
it.
just the eyes.
I'm rolling at a plus 19
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, just don't roll a
So-
1.
Here we go. Here we go. You know what? I'll use. Yeah.
Unicorn die! Unicorn die!
All right. So this roll plus 6. Boom!
Yes! Natural 10!
Natural 10.
Oh, look at
Somebody
Nice.
clip this!
Wow.
Please!
That is wow.
Yes!
So Tara, you
That's
absolutely
that's a
know
30.
what the fuck you're doing.
That is
Even
a
through
30
somebody's-
total.
Yeah, perfect. You look through Rip's eyes and you know exactly what to do. You're like, okay, Candy, I need you
Okay.
to clip this right here very gently, and then
Got it.
remove this portion first, and like you guide her expertly through the process of removing this explosive thing from the frontal cortex of this woman's brain.
Okay, I've got it extracted. I'm gonna be putting in the stitches now. She should be set to make a full recovery.
When she sees the thing like lumbering over her head, like as you're taking it out, she goes with this huge hot sigh of relief, just rises up out of her, like
Okay.
she's completely relieved.
Okay.
It's the whole mechanism is there. It's blinking the little lights and stuff, and you're just like
Okay.
gently putting it down.
I'm gonna wrap it. I'm gonna once I have her all stitched up, I'm going to wrap it in the clothing I used as a pillow.
Excellent.
And Candy's just gonna say over comms, looks like we got a highly explosive bomb now. In
you
one
wanna-
piece.
You rolled well enough, Tara, that you know you could turn it. You could switch it off and it would be fine. But if it gets jostled too much, it will
Okay.
go off.
Just leave
So
it
she
in the dirt.
still has to gently, even if you deactivate it, she has to gently get it out and then like.
Sure.
place
Because
it
the
down
mixture
somewhere.
because the mixture could mix on its own,
Could
and
still
that's the
mix.
reaction.
Exactly, you got it.
It's
Yeah.
not the electronics that's the bomb; it's the chemical reaction.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay, Tara, I need to know what to do. Am I burying this in the sand? Because I'm on a dirt bike.
Uh, do you have any sort of ooh? Do you have any sort of quick adhesive, any sort of silicone-based thing that you seal wounds up with?
Yeah, medical
I have
glue.
crazy glue.
You have medical
Crazy
glue.
glue.
Yeah, that's what we call it on the field.
Okay.
IRL, there's this thing called Dermabond.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was hoping. If you can put something in that that's shock absorbent, even for just a few hours, okay, they can
Okay.
seal it, wrap that thing up, make sure that it's not bouncing around mixing, and I'll make sure it's secure.
Okay, I'm gonna be taking the patient back to triage so I can give them
Yes.
help them receive a full recovery. Someone is going to have to drive them back to Night City to get them the therapy that they need.
That sounds like a nomad job.
Like a nomad.
Okay then. I'm gonna be heading back now.
Andy,
Yeah.
you did great.
There's only 2 things I'm good at: talking to people and surgery.
So you get up and you see she's relieved. You get back on your dirt bike and head back to the encampment, Candy.
I am gonna bring her with me.
Okay. So you gently like help her up.
Yep.
And you get her onto the back of the bike. You take lead and you start heading back. You see Vector. You see Candy and this Jenna girl, Gina, heading back to heading towards the encampment. Rift, you're still out there with the bomb. What do you want to do, man? You want to hoof it back to the encampment, or Vector, are you going to go out and get him?
I'm not taking the bomb.
I'm gonna go get him.
You go out and pick him up. All right.
Yeah.
So you go out there and like you stop just short of him and you let him get on. So you guys are like driving back to the encampment. You leave the bomb out in the desert. As you're driving away, there's like a big blast, and all this sand and dirt and shit goes flying everywhere. Deadened somewhat because of the adhesive and everything, but yeah, you see like there's a big wind that comes and stuff starts tussling and moving in the direction of the encampment, and there's just like a big blast. You see eventually you all arrive back in the encampment. It's dead now, like there's nobody here. There's this eerie calm as the wind is blowing through. The comm is still open on the agent. What do you do?
Do I know what's inside the case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what you've been told, it's Dutch's old cyber deck.
Yeah, the one that can suck people's souls out into the
Yeah.
deep net.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
why I
that
told her to fuck
contains-
off. We are
The-
not we
Yeah.
are not negotiating for that.
This is
It
the
contains
only
Soul
thing.
Killer.
This is the only thing in the world that houses Soul Killer, right? That we
Yes.
know of.
That you know of. You know that,
Yeah.
well, Rift would probably know that there are variants of Soul Killer, and you suspect that that's what this is that's on that cyber
Rift
deck.
is
but
still
yeah.
gonna die to protect this one from bitches like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you have a pretty good idea by now, like what's inside that suitcase and what it costs, and you don't know why it means so much to the Yakuza, however.
Okay. I text to everyone that cyanide might be in trouble. And then I kind of lean towards the agent and hey, what's going on? How are you?
Oh, we're ready to begin the negotiations now.
I mean, I figured.
I'm assuming you're more of an adult than the other ones that I've spoken with.
Probably not, but you can try.
Oh, what a pity. It's like, well, I think you already know what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
You have a suitcase that belongs to my family.
Mm-hmm.
Contents are very dear to me.
Mm-hmm. Let's
You've
just point out
hurt
that you
the
murdered
people-
you murdered my family for this. Just let's not gloss over that point.
Not all of them.
I mean, that's not a great qualifier when it comes to murder, so fine, but continue.
Well, we killed whoever we needed to.
Yeah,
get
we
our
can skip
hands
this part
on it,
now. We've already approached it. Let's go. Come on.
and you've taken it back from us.
Right, because you murdered my family. So, bringing that back up.
it would be unfortunate if we came to an impasse, Nomad. I think it would be for the benefit of both of our families if you were to just hand over the suitcase. And, of course, we would need to discuss the issue of the money that you've taken from us.
Right. Money. That's spent, so you're not getting that back. Man, I'm gonna go with you're throwing down some hard cards here, and I'm just gonna go with I still have the device, and you're still pissed. So, what are you gonna give me? And don't come back with that whole bullshit. I'll let you live and you can stay alive. Everybody knows that that's a bullshit line that's just going to piss me off, and I'm going to come and kill you with what I think is a flying car now. So give me something tangible.
I'm not going to give you anything.
Oh, you pulled that one. That was unexpected.
Give me the suitcase back and this ends. It's very simple. Otherwise, well...
You get it. You can finish that statement. I'm waiting.
Oh, I thought you already knew what I was going to say.
No, go ahead.
To be very...
No, go ahead. The floor's yours. It's all yours. You can talk all you want.
It's very immature to be flaunting one's strength, but I think you need to respect the fact that you are a very small fish in a very big pond. You need to respect the fact that our family has power. And that people like yourselves and your little family, your little nomad group, in comparison is it's insignificant. What it can do. I think you benefit their lives more than what's in that suitcase. And I think you know what's in that suitcase.
I just told like 500 guys to pack up and go in 10 minutes. So, you know, you're pulling out a lot of cliches, a lot of supervillain cliches here. You're big bad, you know. I'm going to test those odds. So unless you got actually something to offer other than my life or just nothing, I think we're done here.
Point taken. I mean, she says something in Japanese. We don't know what she's saying.
I do, actually.
And, oh, you do? Oh, okay.
I speak Japanese so that I could understand my enemies.
Wait, you and I could have been communicating secretly this whole time?
Wow.
No one ever bothered to ask him.
I'm very disappointed in you two, let me just say.
Ever since the Yakuza killed my family, I upped my thing, which gives me a language, and I took Japanese so that I could understand them.
I mean, the three of us could have been communicating.
Well,
we
now
could
we know.
make all manner of threats, Mr. Nomad.
I didn't make
kill
threats.
your friends. We're going to kill those children that you bribed with those candy bars. All sorts of threats. But I think this is the one that's going to hit home the most. And she says something like, to the effect of, now, killer, appear. Now, shinobi, no mono. And she looks up like that, and when you follow her gaze, you see the top of the building. There's a figure standing there. Black chrome, head to toe.
Oh, fancy.
In one hand, it's holding some sort of a blade. And the other one, he's holding cyanide.
Oh. That's not good.
I suppose we're going to test those odds now, aren't we? He pushes her off the roof. And that's where we'll stop.
No.
That is, you weren't supposed to make a literal cliffhanger, Eric.
I'm going
to say... That's all the time we have for this session. I hope everyone here and those watching enjoyed the show. We'll continue our adventure into the dark future next Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you enjoyed tonight's program, feel free to check out our other awesome adventures and terrifying tales. In the way of awesome adventures this Wednesday, we have our own Space Lovers Pajamas here running Tales from the Loop. Born in the Woods on Wednesday. Also, be sure to check out Friday's Scarlands campaign, Dracogenesis, Titan's Lament, run by Patrick. For Terrifying Tales, we have Mage Victorian Age Skill and Malink on the Onyx Path channel Tuesdays. Kimchi's Grimdark Chronicles run by Dwayne, currently playing Black Void Lights in the Darkness on Thursdays, and Aberrant Quantum Nights on Saturday. On Sundays, Tyler is doing Tales of Terror and Damnation with the hot new hybrid mage and cult game White Walls. And now, for those of you that stayed until after the credits rolled, it's time to vote for favorites. That's right. Every player in this game can select another player as their favorite for that session for any reason. And the recipient will get a reward in the form of 20 improvement points or IP for their character. The viewers' voting is open as well. You too can choose a new favorite each week for all shows. You have to be quick. Voting for the session ends just after our closing reel finishes, so be sure to cast your votes in the Twitch chat as soon as you can. Beginning with Sean, who played Nomad this evening. Who's your favorite and why?
My vote already goes to Tyler playing Rift for pulling a Nomad on the agent.
For pulling a Nomad.
Yeah.
Pulling a Nomad. Fuck negotiation.
Says the guy whose job is negotiations.
I mean, let's be fair. You actually picked up the phone and wasted an entire 15 minutes of your life. You're never getting back.
That is true.
I'm negotiating. All right. Steve, who played Terra this evening.
Yes. Hi, I'm Steve, running the internet at Voodoo Arcade. And tonight my vote goes to Candy/Michelle for being the most dopest brain surgeon in the world.
100%. Ever, who played Vector.
Oh.
So many choices. So many good choices.
I'm gonna give it to Tara for that really cool idea of defusing the bomb from afar.
Brilliant.
Which was really cool, and so like just another mention of Rift volunteering his eyeballs, kind of not without his consent, but reluctantly. So yeah, honorable mention to Rift.
Yes. All right, and Michelle, who played Candy.
I am Michelle Sealight. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle Sealight, where I post all the fun stuff I'm doing throughout the weeks. I'm gonna have to give mine to Tara for being my keep talking and nobody explodes buddy.
Co-pilot, yeah.
Thank you.
In Demolition's Adventures, yeah, that critical you rolled, man.
That
just
critical!
The right
oh my goodness!
Most clutch crit I've ever rolled, I think. And thank you, Machete, for casting their vote for Surgeon Candy.
Nice.
Fan vote to Candy.
Thank you, Machete. And last but not least, Tyler, who played Rift.
Cyanide, you pushed her off a roof. You're so rude.
That's messed up.
I didn't push her off the roof.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did. You
What?
literally did.
No, that was the ninja.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Your ninja that you control pushed Cyanide off a roof.
I've been Eric at Marine Recluse on Twitter. You can find me here again on Sunday for Tyler's hybrid game, Mage and Cult, a game, White Walls. Big thanks as always to our patrons and for supporting what we do. If you want to be awesome and do the same, check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/WhirlpoolTales and keep up to date on what we're doing throughout the month by checking the updated calendar on WhirlpoolTales.com. And remember, everybody, if you ever get attacked by a clown gang in Cyberpunk Red, go for the jugular. Good night, everybody.
I hate it so much.